In the world of fame, it's not just talent or beauty that sets celebrities apart. Sometimes it's the unexpected quirks and unique traits that truly define them. These traits, often misunderstood or even stigmatized, can propel individuals to a level of fame that's as much about their difference as it is about their craft. Let's explore how some well-known faces turned their so-called flaws into their most iconic attributes, redefining what it means to be a star. Winnie Harlow, redefining beauty with vitiligo. Canadian supermodel Winnie Harlow is a trailblazer whose career has been shaped by her distinctive appearance. Diagnosed with vitiligo at age 4, Harlow has a skin condition that causes patches of pigment loss via CNN-style Mayo Clinic. Though vitiligo presents challenges, Harlow has transformed it into a defining strength. Harlow first gained widespread recognition as a contestant on America's Next Top Model, where her striking look and confidence captivated audiences. She has since graced major fashion campaigns and runways, breaking barriers in an industry that historically favored conventional beauty standards. Despite her success, Harlow remains firm in her stance that her identity is more than just her skin condition. In an interview with Fashion Week Daily, she stated, "I happen to have vitiligo and I'm proud of it, but I'm also not a spokesperson for it just because you want me to be." She emphasized that while she loves discussing vitiligo, it does not solely define her. Other celebrities who have lived with vitiligo include the late pop icon Michael Jackson, comedians John Henson and Joe Rogan, and actors Jon Hamm, Steve Martin, Holly Marie Combs, and the late Dudley Moore, via Unite for Vitiligo. Joaquin Phoenix, a distinct vertical scar with a story. Ruggedly handsome Joaquin Phoenix is often seen sporting a full beard and mustache. Yet, a distinct feature stands out. Just above his upper lip, a vertical, hair-free gap interrupts his facial hair. This subtle yet noticeable trait, located to the left of his philtrum, the medial groove via Merriam-Webster, resembles the scar left by surgical repair of a congenital cleft lip or palate. Cleft lip and palate develop during the first trimester of pregnancy via the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and are among the most common birth anomalies via Mayo Clinic. Many have speculated that Phoenix underwent surgery for this condition as a child, though he has never publicly confirmed or denied this. Regardless of its origin, this unique feature has become a hallmark of his appearance, making him all the more distinctive. Other notable figures with similar traits include the late Oscar-winning actor José Ferrer and activist Reverend Jesse Jackson. Marla Hanson, rising from trauma to reclaim beauty. Marla Hanson was an aspiring model in New York City when her life took a tragic turn in 1986. She became the victim of a brutal slashing attack orchestrated by her former boyfriend and landlord, Stephen Roth, via the New York Times New York Daily News. The premeditated assault left Hanson with severe facial scarring, requiring over 100 stitches. A long S-shaped scar ran from her right cheek to the corner of her mouth. At the time, Hanson was already working as a model, but it was only after the attack that she became widely known, a notoriety she never sought. The traumatic experience led her to step away from modeling, only occasionally appearing in public to share her story and offer support to other assault survivors via Screen Rant Inside Edition. In 2020, Hanson took a bold step toward reclaiming her confidence. She enlisted Dr. Sheila Nazarian and Nurse Jamie of Netflix's Skin Decision to restore her self-perceived beauty, both from the attack and the natural aging process, via Screen Rant. The treatment proved successful, sparking Hanson's consideration of a return to modeling. Evan Handler, the hairless heartthrob who redefined Hollywood. For men, hair loss is a common fate. Statistics from the Bald Company suggest that 85% will experience it at some point. Celebrities are no exception. Actor Evan Handler, best known for his role as Harry Goldenblatt in Sex and the City, and its revival in Just Like That, didn't let baldness define his career. Rather, it became part of his signature look. Handler's hair loss was not due to typical male pattern baldness, but rather a side effect of battling acute myeloid leukemia at 24 via WebMD. While undergoing treatment, he lost all his hair and much of it never returned. Though he once experimented with wigs, Handler ultimately embraced his look, telling WebMD, "I am now known for the way that I look." Far from a setback, Handler's baldness has been an asset, setting him apart in Hollywood much like Corey Stoll, Patrick Stewart, Stanley Tucci, Vin Diesel, Ed Harris, and the late Yul Brynner, actors whose hair-free heads have only enhanced their presence on screen. Seal turning facial scars into a symbol of strength. Born Seal Henry Olusegun Adelo Samuel in 1963, the Grammy-winning singer-songwriter is known for his unmistakable voice, hit songs, and signature facial scars. These markings, which have been part of his appearance since he was 23, are the result of discoid lupus erythematosus, a rare form of lupus that affects the skin via biography. The condition can cause a butterfly-shaped rash across the cheeks and nose, leading to scarring and, in some cases, hair loss via find a top doc. Seal's rise to fame was swift, with his 1991 self-titled debut album featuring iconic songs like Crazy and Killer, catapulting him to global recognition. Despite living with a condition that physically altered his face, Seal never let it hinder his success. Instead, his scars became part of his powerful image, proving that beauty transcends traditional standards. For those who fear visible scars may limit their potential, Seal's journey is a testament to resilience and confidence. Other stars with notable facial scars include Tina Fey, Mary J. Blige, Joaquin Phoenix, and Harrison Ford via Everyday Health, each embracing their marks as part of their personal and professional narratives. Harry Styles, the heartthrob with 4 nipples. Fans of Friends may recall Chandler Bing's embarrassment over his nubbin, a third nipple that ultimately led to its removal. But while the idea of extra nipples might seem rare, a surprising number of celebrities have them. According to Allure, stars like Lily Allen, Mark Wahlberg, Carrie Underwood, Zac Efron, Tilda Swinton, Rebel Wilson, and the late Bill Paxton have all confirmed having 3 nipples via BBC Future. But pop icon Harry Styles takes it a step further. Rumors about the singer's extra nipples circulated for years until he confirmed in a 2017 interview with Chelsea Handler via YouTube that he actually has 4. While Handler feigned surprise, she also admitted she had dated someone with an extra nipple before. Though unusual, the condition, called polythelia, occurs in about 1 in 500 births, 0.2% of the population, via BBC Future. Styles' willingness to joke about his unique trait only adds to his charm, proving that confidence, and a sense of humor, is key to owning one's individuality. Amy Purdy, rising to fame after losing both legs. Amy Purdy had her life mapped out, an aspiring actress with a backup career as a massage therapist, when everything changed at 19. She contracted meningococcal meningitis, a severe bacterial infection affecting the brain, according to the National Meningitis Association. The complications were devastating. Both of her legs were amputated below the knee, and she lost her spleen and both kidneys. 2 years later, she received a life-saving kidney transplant from her father via her official website. However, Purdy's journey was far from over. Instead of allowing her circumstances to define her, she fought back, reclaiming her love for snowboarding. Through intense training, she became a world-class adaptive snowboarder, earning a bronze medal at the 2014 Sochi Paralympics. Her story of resilience captivated audiences, propelling her into the spotlight beyond sports. She became a model, actress, motivational speaker, and in 2020, a contestant on Dancing with the Stars, where she wowed the audience alongside partner Derek Howe, finishing in 2nd place via E! Online. Shannen Doherty, beautifully asymmetrical. Scientific research suggests that facial symmetry is often linked to human perceptions of attractiveness via Psychology Today. However, exceptions prove that beauty transcends mathematical perfection. One striking example is actress Shannen Doherty. Rising to fame as Brenda Walsh on Beverly Hills 90210, Doherty possesses uniquely asymmetrical features that contribute to her distinctive beauty. Her left eye appears larger and sits higher than her right, a characteristic evident in nearly every photograph. According to eVerse Radio, her jaw structure also varies from one side to the other, influencing the angles of her cheekbones. Despite, or perhaps because of, these features, Doherty has long been celebrated for her striking appearance. Her success defies conventional beauty standards, proving that uniqueness is just as captivating as symmetry. Ashton Kutcher, born with webbed toes. Ashton Kutcher may be known for his towering height, standing well above the 5'9" male average via Healthline. But another lesser-known trait sets him apart. He was born with webbed toes. The actor has openly joked about this unusual condition, even showing his feet in a 2008 interview with Jonathan Ross. In Kutcher's case, his second and third toes are partially fused by soft tissue up to the first toe knuckle. This condition, known as syndactyly, occurs in approximately 1 in every 2,000 to 3,000 births and is more common in men, though it typically affects the hands rather than the feet, via Healthline. Some cases involve bone fusion rather than just soft tissue, making them even rarer. While surgical separation is an option, Kutcher has never felt the need for the procedure. Instead, he embraces the uniqueness of his webbed toes, even playfully pretending to let Ross cut them apart with scissors before pulling away at the last second. Marty Feldman, the man whose eyes made him a comedy legend. Marty Feldman wasn't just a comedian, he was a force of nature. With his wild-eyed expression and razor-sharp wit, Feldman carved out a niche in comedy that few could replicate. Though he passed away in 1982 at the age of 48, his legacy endures, particularly through his iconic role as Igor, or, as he pronounced it, Igor, in Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein, 1974. His exaggerated physical expressions and impeccable comedic timing made the character unforgettable, proving that sometimes an unusual physical trait can be a gift rather than a hindrance. Feldman's distinctive, bulging eyes were the result of Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder that affects the thyroid. In some cases, as with Feldman, the condition leads to Graves' eye disease, causing the eyes to protrude from the sockets. While many might see this as a disadvantage, Feldman turned it into a defining feature of his career. His expressive face became his comedic signature, enhancing his on-screen presence and making his performances even more memorable. Feldman's career is a testament to how embracing one's uniqueness can become a superpower. In a world where actors often chase conventional beauty standards, he defied expectations and found success by being unapologetically himself. Matthew Perry, the real-life missing finger behind Chandler Bing's joke. Matthew Perry's portrayal of Chandler Bing in Friends made him one of the most beloved sitcom characters of all time. Fans might recall that Chandler had a third nipple removed during the show, a quirky gag that fit his sarcastic personality. Later in the series, it was revealed that he also lost part of his pinky toe in a freak accident, ironically thanks to Monica slamming a door on his foot. But what most fans don't realize is that Matthew Perry himself had a real-life missing body part. As a child, Perry lost the tip of his right middle finger in a door-slamming incident. Unlike his friend's storyline, however, it wasn't a moment of comedic timing, it was a painful childhood injury. Perry was far from the only celebrity with a missing digit. Others include actress Daryl Hannah, who lost part of her finger in a boating accident, and Vince Vaughn, who lost the tip of his thumb in a car crash. Yet, much like Chandler's character, Perry never let his missing fingertip define him. If anything, it was just another layer of uniqueness that he carried throughout his life. Jane Seymour, the timeless beauty with enchanting eyes. When you think of Jane Seymour, you probably picture her classic beauty, elegance, and poise. But one of the most striking features of this award-winning actress is something that sets her apart from the Hollywood norm: her mesmerizing, mismatched eyes. Seymour has heterochromia, a rare condition that gives her one brown eye and one green eye. It's a trait that has fascinated fans for decades, adding an extra touch of uniqueness to her already captivating presence. On her Facebook page, she once shared a photograph taken by Brian Ayres, featuring herself alongside the legendary David Bowie, another famous figure with different colored eyes. Seymour noted that out of everyone Ayres had photographed, Bowie and herself were the only two with this rare trait. Celebrities like Kate Bosworth, Mila Kunis, Bill Pullman, and Kiefer Sutherland also have uniquely colored eyes. In fact, Sutherland's heterochromia was once highlighted in a 1990 Golden Globes speech when Julia Roberts referred to him as her beautiful, blue-eyed, green-eyed friend. Daniela Ruah, a birthmark that dares to be different. We've all seen birthmarks, but actress Daniela Ruah has one that's truly one of a kind. Known for her role as Kenzie Bly on NCIS Los Angeles, Ruah has a birthmark that's unlike most. It's on her eyeball. Specifically, it's a condition called nevus of Ota, where the pigment on the sclera of her eye darkens, giving her eye a distinct appearance. While most people might expect birthmarks to be on the skin, Ruah's serves as a bold statement on how beauty and uniqueness can manifest in unexpected ways. It's fascinating to note that nevus of Ota is rare, and while it most often affects women, Ruah isn't the only public figure with it. Some photographers have even used Photoshop to alter the appearance of her eye, which, as Ruah shared, drives her crazy. It's an ironic twist that someone so comfortable in her own skin would be pushed to alter what makes her stand out. Kate Bosworth, the enchanting mystery of different colored eyes. Since the Italian Renaissance, symmetry has been considered a hallmark of beauty, a concept reinforced by Leonardo da Vinci's observations. Science has supported this notion, with studies suggesting that facial symmetry subconsciously signals attractiveness via Psychology Today. Yet, beauty is far more nuanced than simple mathematical balance. How else could we explain the allure of celebrities with strikingly different colored eyes via Maxi Optical? According to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, this fascinating trait is called heterochromia, a condition where one's eyes do not match in color. While most individuals with heterochromia are born with it, others acquire it due to medical conditions or injuries. Heterochromia can also be partial or complete. Hollywood star Kate Bosworth possesses partial heterochromia. Both of her eyes are blue, but her right eye has a captivating splash of amber in its lower half via Maxi Optical. In contrast, actress Mila Kunis has complete heterochromia, with one eye green and the other brown, a condition she is believed to have developed due to previous eye issues. Other stars who share this trait include Benedict Cumberbatch, Demi Moore, Jane Seymour, Olivia Wilde, and the legendary David Bowie. Karolina Kurkova, the model without a navel. Born in 1984, Karolina Kurkova entered the modeling world at just 15 when a friend sent her photo to an agency via The Famous People. Her career skyrocketed, with Kurkova gracing the covers of major fashion magazines and strutting the Victoria's Secret runway multiple times. Yet, in 2008, fans and fashion insiders alike noticed something unusual. She appeared to have no belly button. During a fashion show in Miami that year, onlookers were stunned by Kurkova's smooth, nearly featureless abdomen via HuffPost Entertainment. The New York Daily News described her midsection as having merely an indentation where the center button should have been. The mystery was soon clarified. Her belly button's unusual appearance was the result of surgery she had as an infant via New York Daily News. Plastic surgeon Dr. Matthew Schulman suggested that the procedure was likely to correct an umbilical hernia. a common condition in newborns where part of the intestine protrudes through an abdominal muscle opening, via Mayo Clinic. Although the specifics of her surgery remain private, Kurkova's distinctive feature only added to her mystique, proving that unconventional beauty can elevate a career in the high-stakes world of fashion.